How good was Peter Schmeichel? Manchester United's Peter Schmeichel was an era-defining player known for reinventing the role of modern goalkeeping. He did not fail to prove that he was the best in the world during his prime. But does he deserve the title of the best goalkeeper ever? Peter Boslaw Schmeichel was born on the 18th of November 1963 in Gladsaxe of Denmark. He was born to a Danish nurse named Inga and a Polish jazz musician named Antoni Schmeichel, which made Peter half Polish and half Danish. He grew up with three sisters in the town of Buddinge near Copenhagen. He started playing football at a local club named Hoje Gladsaxe when he was 8 years old. Schmeichel showed signs of greatness at a very early age when he went 2.5 years unbeaten with his team. Thanks to his excellent performances, the 12-year-old earned himself a proposal from a higher division club named BK Hero, which had one of the largest youth football schemes in all of Denmark. He accepted the offer and joined the youth team in 1975. Soon after, he got another offer to represent the Zeeland FA's junior team, which was the governing body of football in Zeeland. In 1979, BK Hero merged with Gladsaxe BK to form Gladsaxe Hero BK, where Schmeichel continued to play football. He earned his first senior appearance in 1981 when he was just 18 years old. Despite his team already being relegated from the third division and then losing the match 1-0, Schmeichel's individual performance turned out to be the only positive thing for Gladsaxe Hero. The next season, Schmeichel played one of the best matches of his career when he was instrumental in Gladsaxe Hero's dramatic win against Stubbing-Kobing, a match where a point was necessary to avoid relegation from the Danish National League. By the end of the season, he received an offer to join the B1903's youth team, but he turned it down as the club seemed to be a bit boring for him. He instead left the club in 1984 to join Vidovre, which was a first division club. Schmeichel was an outstanding signing for them as Vidovre ended the season conceding only 40 goals in 30 games, which was the 5th best defense record in the league. Unfortunately, that wasn't good enough as lackings in attack caused them to finish in 14th place and be relegated from the first division. They failed to get a promotion the following season and Schmeichel left the club by the end of his third season in 1987. However, before leaving, he made sure to help his team get back to the first division. He left a mark at Vidovre not only as a top-class keeper, but also for scoring 6 goals for them, which was an unusual stat for any goalkeeper. After his spell at Vidovre ended, he joined Brøndby IF, which was already one of the top teams in Denmark and had even finished in second place the season before. However, adding Schmeichel to their roster helped the club become greater than it ever was. In his 5 years at the club, Schmeichel won the first division title 4 times, only missing out in 1989. However, they did not go completely trophyless that season as they managed to grab the Danish Cup. Even though it is unlikely for any goalkeeper, Schmeichel was able to add 2 more goals to his tally with Brøndby alongside the many clean sheets he recorded in these 5 years. However, his most important contribution for Brøndby came in his last season for the club when he helped them reach the semi-finals of the 1990-91 UEFA Cup before getting knocked out 2-1 by Rome. Even though Brøndby was Denmark's best team at the time, it was an outstanding achievement for them to reach the semi-finals of a European competition for the first time and only time in their club's history. Schmeichel was excellent throughout the competition and managed to keep 7 clean sheets, which was enough for him to earn a place in the top 10 listings of world's best goalkeepers in 1991. Moreover, during his time at Brøndby, Schmeichel won the Det Glindberg Award, which is the Best Goalkeeper of the Year award in Danish football 3 times in 1987, 88 and 1990. He was also named Danish Footballer of the Year in 1990. At the end of the season, Schmeichel rightfully felt like he had conquered Denmark and was ready for a new challenge in foreign lands. He wanted to join a top European team and Manchester United were ready to sign him. He was transferred for £505,000, a price which has been described by Sir Alex Ferguson as the bargain of the century. The reason behind this low price tag was not for a lack of quality, but because at the time of the transfer, he was not too famous outside Denmark. However, we all know how it would have been completely a different case only if he was English. Nevertheless, the transfer was successful and Schmeichel travelled to Manchester, where he would go on to spend the most glorious years of his career. Manchester United was already one of the top teams in Europe at the time, but just like he did with Brøndby, Schmeichel helped the Red Devils reach their absolute peak. It did not take long for Schmeichel to start making history with Manchester United as he helped the club win their first ever Football League club in only his first season. Despite finishing in second place in the league, Schmeichel won the world's best goalkeeper award for his performances throughout the season. He managed to grab this award in the following season as well when he kept 22 clean sheets and helped United win the top flight for the first time in 26 years. In his 8 seasons with Manchester United, Schmeichel won the Premier League 5 times, the FA Cup twice and the Community Shield 4 times. However, his best season with the club came in his last year when he managed to guide Manchester United to a treble, making them the first and only English team to date to be part of this exclusive club. During this time, he won the Premier League Player of the Season in 1996 and the UEFA Club Goalkeeper of the Year in 1998. He also managed to keep the highest number of clean sheets in the league 3 times in 1995, 1996 and 1998. His departure from Manchester United was very costly as they found it extremely difficult to replace him. The reason behind him leaving England was that he was getting old by now and it started becoming harder for him to keep up with the pace. For example, in his last season for United, he had to appear in 60 matches. This was outrageous for a 36-year-old. However, he did not want to retire yet either. He decided to continue his career in Portugal and signed a contract with Sporting CP, where he played for the next 2 years. Schmeichel being Schmeichel, he helped Sporting win the Premier League for the first time in 18 years in only his first season with them. This boosted his confidence and he wanted to make a return to Manchester United, but Sir Alex refused to go through with this as he believed it wouldn't be the best decision for United's future. Therefore, he decided to continue playing for Sporting. In the following season, it seemed like age took a toll on him as it was the first time in 14 years that Schmeichel's team finished lower than second place in the league. The last time this happened was back in his Vadovri days. After the end of his contract, he did not renew and instead decided to go back to England, this time as an Aston Villa player. With Aston Villa, he won the UEFA Intertoto Cup in his only season with them. He also set a record when he netted a goal against Everton to become the only goalkeeper to score a goal in the Premier League. Since then, this feat has been repeated only 5 times. At the end of the season, Schmeichel decided to leave Aston Villa as he fell down the pecking order and made a controversial move to United's derby rivals, Manchester City, where he retired at the end of his only season there in 2003, aged 40. Surprisingly, Schmeichel has a perfect derby record as he never lost a derby, despite which side he was playing for. Just like his fantastic club career, Schmeichel had an equally incredible international career. He earned his debut for the Danish national team in 1987 when he was a Brøndby player. He was selected as the main keeper for Denmark's 1988 Euro campaign, one where they couldn't make it past the first round. However, the 1992 Euro campaign was much different as Denmark went on to win the tournament. Schmeichel was extremely crucial for them throughout the tournament and even won the UEFA Goalkeeper of the Year and the Danish Goalkeeper of the Year awards for his brilliant performances. Denmark and Schmeichel could not qualify for the World Cup in 1994 and couldn't make it past the group stages in Euro 96. Schmeichel played in the 1998 World Cup where Denmark seemed to be going strong, but an unfortunate 3-2 defeat against Brazil in the quarterfinals put an end to their campaign. He retired from the national team in 2001 shortly after Denmark was knocked out from the Euro 2000 group stage. He was named Danish Footballer of the Year on 3 occasions in 1990, 1993 and 1999. After his retirement, Peter Schmeichel was inducted into the Danish Football Hall of Fame, English Football Hall of Fame and the Premier League Hall of Fame in 2022. He was also named in the PFA England League Team of the Century in 2007, the FIFA 100, the Football League 100 Legends, as well as the World Soccer 100 Greatest Footballers of All Time. All these accolades are an evident display of how great a goalie Peter Schmeichel was during his time. Just like the great Sir Alex Ferguson once said, "Attack wins you games, but defense wins you titles." Peter Schmeichel was the living proof of this statement. With his massive 6 feet 4 height, 16 stones body, and specially made XXL size football shirts, Schmeichel was already an intimidating figure for any opponent who was up against him. Despite his hulking physique, he was surprisingly athletic and agile, and his rapid reflexes made him a force between the posts. Even if Peter Schmeichel is not the best goalkeeper of all time, there is no doubt about the fact that without him, Manchester United would not have won the treble, which easily makes him Manchester United's best goalkeeper of all time. With everything that he has achieved, Schmeichel is undoubtedly the best goalkeeper in Danish history and one of the best goalkeepers in the history of the Premier League, if not the best. We have reached the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more football-related content. For more interesting football videos, click the video appearing on the screen, and I will see you in the next video.